I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 180 of the SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, the usual spiel. Before we kick off the episode, please head over to our Instagram page, the SZN Podcast, or our Twitter page, the SZN Pod. Link in the bio on both of those pages will take you to where we're situated at streaming-wise. So if you prefer audio, we've got the Apple Podcast link, the Spotify link, Amazon Music, all that kind of stuff. And visuals, the YouTube channel link is also there. We upload a few days after the audio drops. So make sure you like, subscribe. We're on all the good streaming platforms, guys. You know what to do, please. Please. Flowz, here we are another week. Approaching February now. January longest month in history. We've got some fights to talk about, Flowz, as usual.
Yep.
And we've got a couple previews as well for next week. Only one fight card to talk about. One fight really to talk about for this week, Flowz.
Yeah.
That was the Munguia versus John Ryder fight up at super middleweight, 168. Flowz, I predicted it was going to be quite an exciting fight to watch based on the two protagonists of the story. Let's put it that way. Munguia is an exciting fighter to watch. And, a come forward fighter, likes to throw his hands. And John Ryder being the fact that, he's the rugged, gritty, underdog that will also come forward and apply pressure. So, I anticipated a good fight, Flowz. But at the end of the day, for me, I think my prediction last week was that I expected Munguia to do this, to win. Ryder obviously is no easy pushover. He should give him some good resistance. At the end of the day, Munguia's got too much quality. He's much fresher than him, despite his 40-something fights. he's younger, fresher, and he should have the minerals to dispatch John Ryder. And probably he'll be looking to make a statement, given that he's at 168 now. We know who the 168-pound kingpin is. Ryder's a common opponent. We know exactly what they're going to try and push, Flowz. And to be honest, Flowz, I think that's what kind of happened, to be honest, Flowz. It wasn't lost upon me that when Munguia got the victory and the fight was stopped, the first thing the zone commentary said was, "Canelo, are you watching?" straight Flowz, straight. They didn't even hesitate. Straight away, they said straight away, "Canelo, are you watching?"
Oh, man.
John Ryder's been stopped. I said to myself, we can see this stuff a mile away, man. We can see this stuff a mile away. But I don't want to take away from Munguia and his performance, Flowz. For me, I like Munguia. I'm actually a fan of him. We've had certain critiques of him in the past, Flowz. I think they were very fair critiques, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, the performance yesterday, Flowz, was a good performance. And he stopped a game, tough John Ryder. John Ryder, you could say that he's getting on now, and obviously he's had a couple of losses now, and it's not the same John Ryder, the resistance is the same, that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, look, to me, John Ryder is someone that is tough as all boots, Flowz, gritty veteran, hard-nosed vet, that, gives as good as he gets. So he was going to be tough. And Munguia looked impressive dispatching him, Flowz. He really did. So I'm going to start with giving Munguia some credit there. I think credit where credit is due. Good performance in my book.
Yeah, deserved. I liked what Munguia was doing. I think it's one of the first times we've seen him. We've always praised his offense, his attack.
Yes.
It's his defensive work that is the question mark. And he was boxing. He was boxing. He was patient. He was boxing on the back foot points. We'll talk about the knockdowns, but the second knockdown was beautiful. Off the back, straight right hand.
The counter.
Yeah. Counter shot on the back foot, knocked out. Beautiful stuff. He was being patient, and I loved what I seen. The footwork was the most impressive I've seen from him. So I have to give him credit for that. He's worked on some new things. We're seeing new things from him.
First, I even liked the first knockdown. It was blistering combo. We've said that with Munguia, he's someone who's not afraid to let his hands go.
Yeah.
And praised his offensive work when he's such an exciting offensive fighter to watch when he gets going. And that first knockdown, I think, was testament to whom Jaime Munguia is as a fighter. He's blitzed him. He's gone to the body first, then quick couple combinations upstairs. John Ryder hasn't seen that coming, really, and he's just been blitzed and dropped from that. So that is exactly, if you want to sum up what Jaime Munguia is to watch, that first knockdown was an excellent summary. And to be honest, Flowz, I do think from a boxing standpoint, Flowz, it was one of his better performances for sure.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. He kills me because, especially that first knockdown, Flowz, Munguia is so funny because when he gets his opponent hurt, and there's just some things there's just some things you actually can't teach there's some things you can't coach out of a fighter.
Some people revert to type immediately.
Bro, we're here praising him for his discipline, how disciplined he was this fight and his boxing and whatnot. But the moment he had John Ryder hurt Flowz, what did he do? Reverted instantly to type and just started throwing Flowz. He wasn't even defending. Head on center line, not moving his head, just swinging his hands like crazy. And Ryder was catching with big shots. I'm like, oh, he's getting caught. But fortunately, I guess for Munguia, Ryder's shots, even though they looked like they were clean, they were just bouncing off him. He weren't really feeling them too tough. He wasn't taking a step back too tough. But it's just funny to me that fighters sometimes will always revert to tight flows. And Munguia, he can't help Flowz. He can't help himself. He will always be that guy. But when he gets his opponent hurt, caution to the wind is gone, and he just goes crazy. And that's what he was doing throughout the fight, Flowz. Every time he had Ryder hurt, Munguia just coming eager, looking to get the guy out of there. So that was making me laugh so much because he was getting hurt. He was getting caught in those exchanges when he had Ryder hurt. To credit to Ryder, we know Ryder's not going to quit. But it wasn't doing any sort of damage to Munguia, and it didn't deter him at all from just throwing those hands.
He's got a good chin, Munguia. We got to give him
that
because he's been hit with some huge shots in the past.
He's never gone down, has he?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
These Mexicans, man, flipping out.
He's got great chins can only last for so long. So keep working.
Just ask Joe Joyce.
Keep working on that defense, bro. I think early on when he had him hurt, he jumped in. Went straight back to type.
Eager.
And look, that's when Ryder had his best success when he was hurt. But then I think later on, because Ryder is resilient, this fight went to the 9th round. I think when he had him hurt, maybe in the 8th, maybe he punched himself out in gear or something, but he kind of went back to the back foot and started boxing smartly again. And that's what I like to see. He had his best success when he was literally boxing and being more patient and then letting his hands go when he catches him and then going back to boxing and moving almost. So he looked good. I have to give, we called for him to make a statement, that it's a good opportunity to make a statement. Yeah. And I believe he did make a statement.
So he's dropped him 4 times, Flowz. So we've discussed, obviously, the first knockdown happened in the second round, where it was just a blistering combination that Ryder just couldn't see. Second knockdown, which I know you said he was, your favored. Beautiful. Ryder's tried to come in because of stylistically, Ryder being who he is, he's short, stocky. He tends to be smaller than most of his opponents. Probably Bar Canelo, really. But he's there, obviously, having to work his way in on the inside. And he was trying to punch and time. Every time Munguia was throwing, he would try and sort of come in and throw over him or under him, sorry. So they're both having to meet each other on the inside, kind of Flowz.
Yeah. And
he's come in, but Munguia has just been quicker and sharper with his combination to catch him with the counter shot. I think it was like a counter straight. Yeah. And it didn't look like crushing, but it was just a really good shot, Flowz. You know what it was? It's one of the ones where it's just like well placed, well timed. Ryder wouldn't have seen it coming. He didn't see it coming. He just dropped him. That's it. Beautifully timed shot.
The other 2 knockdowns were brilliant as well.
Yeah, so that was in the 9th where he was eventually stopped. One of them was
body shot.
First one, body shot. Yes.
Body shot, beautiful placed.
Yeah,
dropped him, and then I think the final one was a huge overhand right.
That was the heavy one. The overhand right, over the top of Ryder's shot, and kind of crumpled Ryder. Fair play to Ryder. He got up each time, and he didn't look like he had quit in him. But I think, Flowz, it's fair to say that this was a bit of a beatdown. I mean, Ryder obviously game and whatnot, we know he was, but you could see the class in effect Ryder Munguia Flowz, it was quite apparent Flowz from the opening bell, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. And the finish killed me because I think his corner was stood there with the towel. The
So
ref
these
weren't
Sims,
looking.
no, Flowz, they didn't have a towel. They were just on the
Oh,
apron.
they just stood there. Yeah.
Trying to come. They didn't want to throw in the towel because I guess I guess just the visage, the visage of like having the image of just having thrown the towel makes it look like he quit or whatever.
Yeah.
So they were just there on the apron trying to obviously just you've seen the people in the crowds, see the ref pointing like one guy was doing this.
They just rang the bell, bro. They didn't even wait for them to just like ringing the bell.
The referee has not seen this. At this point, Ryder's gone down for the fourth time and Munguia is applying hella pressure. And he's not the shots ain't landing cleanly, but Ryder doesn't really defend himself, really. He's not throwing back.
Yeah.
So
he's trying to ride it. He's trying to survive.
He's trying to ride it, but it's not really, he's not getting anywhere. So the referee's back is obviously turned to where John Ryder's corner is. And obviously you got Tony Sims on the apron trying to signal the ref, trying to step in or whatever. And then, I guess, just due to the fact that the ref just isn't hearing or seeing the crowd, shouting, like pointing, look behind you. They've just rang the bell, Flowz, and I was creasing because I said, "Wait, what? I've never seen that happen before." But you know what, Flowz? I hear it.
Yeah,
because the referee had no clue. Flowz, I think they might have to start employing that because the referee didn't have any clue that Ryder's team were trying to,
It's funny because the rules said it's only the ref that can stop the fight or the doctor. I think maybe it was the doctor who stopped it, but only the ref. Actually, only the ref can. I don't think the doctor can even stop it. The doctor has to advise the ref.
Right, yeah.
So only the ref can stop the fight, really, or by the letter of the law. And they just ended the fight without the rules. So it was killing me. But I don't mind it because I think after the fourth knockdown, Munguia was already celebrating. He already thought the fight was done.
He got his apron and started, bam.
He was celebrating. And
we've seen many times where referees are human and it's a loud arena, whatever. They're focused on what's in front of them. How many times have we seen fighters go on for a bit longer, fights that go on for a bit longer than they should, and the fighter taking a bit extra punishment because the referee hasn't seen either a towel going in the ring or the corner trying to stop the fight. First, I've damn near seen the corner. I've seen it bare times. The trainers enter the ring and actually had to basically grab the ref, tap the ref, basically, shout from the ref, actually step in. So
you thought that recently? Was it Buddy McGirt?
Buddy McGirt's done it. Who else? Pretty sure I've seen Ben Davison do it, I swear. I've seen it happen a few times where the trainers actually stepped in the ring floors and actually had to almost damn near tap the ref because it's like, you can't hear me, you can't see me. So we've seen a few times where fighters are taking extra punishment because the referee hasn't been aware that the corner's trying to stop it or whatnot. So sometimes, Flowz, if a fighter's taking a hellacious beating, this wasn't even a hellacious beating, but we've seen situations where the beating's been hellacious, Flowz. Sometimes, and the corner, you can see are trying to stop it, just ring the bell. I'm actually here for that still. I'm actually here for it. So yeah. But definitely very funny to see. As you said, Flowz, we called for a statement. It is a statement because of the fact that, not really a statement win, because it's like, I expected Munguia to win this. I knew he would have too much for John Ryder. But it's more on the guise of Ryder seen as someone that's very tough, hard to, durable, and the fact that obviously at 168, Canelo, who is the best at 168, the kingpin of 168, dropped him but failed to stop him. And Canelo tried. He tried to get him out of there, but Ryder survived and did a very credible job. So the fact that Munguia has dropped him 4 times and in the end stopped him, it's fair to say, yes, statement win. And a nice announcer for yourself at 168 pounds, because I think this is his first fight at 168, isn't it, Flowz? He's just moved up. So yeah, again, fair play, Munguia. I will say this, Flowz, because this is obviously the main critique we've had about Munguia is the fact that he's been primed and he's been ready to be in a position to fight for belts and whatnot for ages now, and he hasn't done that. Only time he had a belt was at 154 when he was champion at 154. He's at 160 for a couple of years and didn't really do anything. Just fought a bunch of guys that he was expected to beat and stat padded really and truly. He he could have got away with that 160. We've said here, Flowz, that 160 is a division with no motion. There's no motion in that division right now. But Flowz, you're 168 now. The commentator is really, shouting Canelo. Canelo, are you watching? The first thing they asked him in the post-in-ring interview was, there's another champ. You said you want to fight the best because Munguia said he's here to fight the best. The best is Canelo. Are you willing to fight Canelo? Munguia was very respectful. He said, it'll be an honor to share the ring with Canelo. If Canelo wants it, he's down. He's happy. I'm happy he said that. So to me, Flowz, Oscar as well, because this really goes to Oscar. Flowz, there's not all that what you do in 160, you could have done that 160 because 160 is rubbish. You can't do that 168, Flowz. There's no step backs now. There's none. Because if you look at the landscape of 168, Flowz, there's real live opponents in this division. Yeah. Demetrius Andrade, Caleb Plant, Charlo, Benavidez, Canelo. So there's no Flowz. There's no stepping back. You've announced yourself now, Flowz. You can't take a step back in competition. It can't be John Ryder throughout. I'm not trying to see that, Flowz. You put yourself in the mix, put your name in the hat. Let's see you back it up now. I want to see Jaime Munguia in these big fights against his top 168 pounders. Simple. He looked good. So he deserves to be fighting these guys. Simple.
Yeah, he does.
And we deserve to see it as fans.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing him in big fights. No stepping backwards, no taking 2 years off fighting soup cans. Because like we say, he'll step up, then he'll take some random fights.
Yeah, man. It's annoying.
Crazy career path. Fight choices. I don't know. But look, there's people in this division you can fight now. Granted, you're supposed to say Canelo's name. You're supposed to do that. But like Oscar De La Hoya said, he's fighting he's potentially fighting Charlo again. Or Big Charlo, Big Charlo, like we call Jamal. So we'll see if that happens. But look, there's other people in the mix there for you, Munguia.
Plenty of other people. Plenty.
And look, I will happily see the Canelo fight, but that's unlikely right now. So keep busy, keep fighting, keep learning, because you've had plenty of fights, but you're still young, you can still improve.
He's still young, Flowz, but I don't really think he needs more learning, to be honest, Flowz. I think this is what we're going to get with him, because the defensive discipline, there's only so much we can take from him because he's just naturally not that way inclined. Flowz, he's had over 40 fights. This is his 41st.
Experienced.
Flowz, he's got the typical Canelo Mexican path of 43 fights at 25 years old, or however old he is. He's the youngest, but he's the most experienced, technically.
But yeah, there's great fights there for him. And look, the other man who've taken losses, who looking to bounce back. Yeah, let's see if you can. If you beat Munguia, you're back in the mix. In my eyes, Caleb Plant, Demetrius, who else has taken that L's in that division? I don't know if you'll count Billy Joe Saunders. I don't even know what he's doing. I heard he was going back in that as well. Edgar Berlanga. Berlanga, yeah, he's at 168. He hasn't lost yet, though. But he's not close. He's not even close to even ready. Come on, if he was to try and make a statement, Jaime McGill's there. He's not even close to being ready, boy. So look, they were talking about Berlanga versus Canelo, I swear, at one point. They were trying to slang relax. I'm sure. They better not dare try and slang that, because that is nasty work. I don't even know who he's with Berlanga now. He's Matchroom. He's Matchroom now. He signed with Matchroom, recently. So I think when he signed, that's what they were starting talking about potentially. But that's what they're meant to do. Yeah. So everyone's meant to say Canelo's name, so it's hard to take it seriously. He's still a rookie. I can't lie. He's still a rookie. A big rookie. But look, there's some exciting things on the horizon for Munguia. Yeah. What do you think of John Ryder's prospects now? Look, man, I think he's cool to hang it up now, man. So he's had a great career, and towards the end of his career, it's been superb what he's done, the run he's been on. He's never gonna be champion, Flowz. He's had a few shots, hasn't he? He's had a couple of Flowz. It is what it is. A few shots and never made it really. It is what. Look, some people just can't make that step. They can't cross that threshold, and there's no shame in that. He's fought against the best. His resume is superb, Flowz. Jacobs, Smith, Canelo, Munguia, this is a top tier resume, and it is what it is. So
I think he should hang it up. I was surprised. Look, I thought after the Canelo fight he would hang it up because that's the Canelo lottery. You get me? But
Yeah.
obviously this one came along and it's cool. You know, back to back big fights for him. But I think he should hang it up unless he's happy. You know, going down and fighting like a domestic up and comer or something, or like a European up and comer, whatever. But nah, man, there's no shame. I think he should hang it up. He's had a good career.
Yeah.
Great career, man.
What else is there out for him there? Unless he wants to be fighting, be like a gatekeeper, because he can still pull up upsets against people.
Up and comers.
Yeah.
Or people
for
who
the big bag.
Yeah. Or if not, or people who want to step up to like, or I'm stepping up to 168. I need like a first. That's just like Munguia's done. A first feel out fight 168. I need a season 168. That guy that's not a late, a walkover. I will give me some good rounds. That's him. But that's gatekeeper status then at that point. So yeah, man, I think John Might should call it a day, man. No shame in that.
Yeah, there is none. There is none at all. Yeah, there's no fights I want to see Ryder in again.
Nah.
Really.
Nah.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, man. Fair play. And yeah, fair look, I like Munguia. Like, obviously, the critique I have of him is fair. But generally I do like him. I think he's a great, I don't want to call him a prospect. He's not really a prospect anymore, but really good boxer, really fun to watch. Been following him for a long time, Flowz. I think back when he was young. So and they dubbed him the new Canelo back in the day. So yeah, I've been a fan of him. So I just want to see him fight the best. And I felt like the career path that they took from him at 160, the choices they made were a bit weird to me. But 168 Flowz, you're coming into your 26, 27 now. You sort of get into your prime. It's time to really start making moves. And I think he can hang with the plants and whatnot. They make for good fights. So that's what I want to see him in, to be honest, big fights.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. With Oscar De La Hoya at the helm, you never know with the matchmaking, man.
De La Hoya, man. What a guy. Let's move on to next week, Flowz. It's a fight that we were meant to be at. Unfortunately, got postponed due to an injury. Buatsi Azeez. We've kind of already broken this down in chief when we had Hayden on, didn't we? Obviously, Flowz, because we was prepping, obviously expecting to be. When was it? It was November? No, October. It was. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I remember because it's on my birthday. Yeah, October. Yeah, because it was meant to be the following. Yeah, I remember now. So it's on, Flowz. We've got it. It's on. It's been moved to the Wembley Arena, Flowz.
Smallest stadium.
Smallest. I was literally going to ask you, arena. What do you obviously look? It supposedly got postponed due to the Azeez suffered the injury, didn't he? It was Azeez.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's been a lot of talk, Flowz, of the fact that tickets weren't selling and there is no injury. It was more of the fact that they need to rethink their plan with them because they were struggling to sell out. It was originally at the O2 Arena.
Yeah. And
they were struggling to sell it out. There were lots of tickets still available to my knowledge. Obviously, that card went ahead. They got moved to York Hall with Chamberlain and what's his name? Area boy. Lawal. Lawal, yeah. Obviously, Chamberlain area headlined, whatever. So that's a smaller venue. And then they moved this to a smaller venue now. So a lot of people were saying that there was an injury. It was just due to the fact that they were struggling to sell tickets. We know that boxer are going through some troubles right now. It's fair to say, Flowz, but some difficulties right now with with their cards and whatnot, and amongst other things. Do you feel like, Flowz, this being moved to a smaller venue kind of gives credence to what people are saying about, there wasn't really a legitimate injury and they've, they're worried about the sales, which is why they've had to downsize?
It's hard for me to say. I'm not in the know. But from the outside looking in, I believe that Azeez was injured. I believe he was injured. But that's not to say that the fight couldn't have gone ahead.
One of those ones, right?
Maybe, yeah. I'm not saying like they could have been in a situation of injections or whatnot, and the fight could have gone ahead. But the fact that he wasn't, maybe he was 60%, maybe it was really bad for him because the fight got cancelled fight week. So he's not been sparring. He's been carrying that injury for some time. Yeah. He said it happened in the last week of sparring.
Yeah.
So he's been carrying that injury for some time. And it gets the fight week, and the decision was made that he shouldn't continue. The decision by the doctor. Now, I don't know if the doctor has. So it's not it's not Dan Azeez who said I can't continue. The doctors told him he can't continue.
Advised him, yeah.
Advised him. And I don't know if that advice has gone to maybe Ben Shalom, and they've made the decision to cancel the fight because of other circumstances. Okay, you're not fully fit, but also not selling too tough. So
well, so one of those ones, Flowz, it's like, we need any excuse to cancel this right now. Oh, injury? Cool.
Like it benefits us either way. So let's say the ticket sales were soaring. Maybe the fight could have gone ahead. I don't know. But I don't think any fault is laid on Dan Azeez. I believe he even says he would have fought.
Yeah.
So I believe he was injured, but I believe maybe Boxer took it as a boom, calm. You can't fight. You can't fight. It fights off. Push it back. Maybe that's the situation. Once again, I'm not in the know, so it's just my theory.
Why do you think that it's been a struggle to move these tickets for Boxer Flowz?
Easy. That's an easy one. Because not Dan Azeez, Joshua Buatsi, unfortunately, his debut on Boxer was a stinker by the general consensus. It was an absolute stinker.
The tweets
so much so that they completely labeled him a boring fighter all of a sudden off one fight.
The tweets were so funny, man. Oh, so peak. Yeah.
One stinker, they said he's a boring fighter. And I think to add to that, it's the fact that this guy's had opportunities and his peers have had opportunities that he hasn't taken. Yeah. So I think he's lost the steam. I don't think the fallout with Eddie Hearn helped. He's lost the support in that sense.
It's funny, Flowz, because he's attributing his loss of steam to the Eddie Hearn situation.
Yeah.
And the fact that, people don't want to tune into the zone and all that kind of stuff. That's, or for him, it's like being in a Matchroom has killed off my hype. And obviously, fans will see differently. We kind of had a different view. It's he said, she said kind of stuff again, right? But yeah, it's techie, man. It's a funny one. He definitely should be more of a draw than he is now, in my opinion, Flowz. I don't think it's all on him though. Obviously, we know Boxer themselves aren't doing the best. It's not just on JB. I think as a whole, they've been struggling a little bit, Flowz. We know the quality of their cards has been questioned many times, Flowz. The quality of their shows. And now people are questioning Ben Shalom's credibility as a promoter and whether he's fair out to do this. Obviously, they've got the big bag from Sky. Is it translating? It doesn't seem, Flowz, that where the success story is really and truly, like, it's peak.
Look, it's so peak that people who used to diss Adam Smith, I think we spoke about him coming back looking healthy. People used to diss Adam Smith and started to say, Adam Smith's absence is telling.
Bring it back.
They say bring it back. That Boxer's gone down the pisser because Adam Smith's not there. That it's been a stinker without him. So people who used to diss him, head of boxing at Sky, Adam Smith, former head of boxing at Sky. His absence has been telling for Boxer without his experience. And look, we've pointed to maybe 2 successes they've had, and those cards, I mean, the Michaela Mayer, Alicia Baumgartner and Clarissa Shields versus what's her name? Savannah Marshall. That card, huge success. And the other card that was success, maybe Amir Khan versus Kell Brook.
Yeah, that was gassy. I can't lie. That was it was just the main fight, really. But
and they've been
and the thing is, even that one,
2 years.
Let's keep it a buck, Flowz. Both of those two fights. I mean, let's look at those 2 cards. And I mean, Kell Brook and Amir Khan. You don't actually need to promote it. There's no promotion needed.
Yeah,
let's be real.
Yeah,
that was as you would say, Flowz, oven ready.
Yeah.
And then Savannah Marshall, Clarissa Shields, again, no promotion needed. That's been oven ready. Baumgartner Mayer, no promotion needed. That's been oven ready. Like these, let's be real. These
cooking for time.
These were all cards that were successful with or without Ben Shalom. Anyone, like anyone could do this. I could do it. That easy. Just get these 2 in the room.
Stick a
camera, 2 mics, done. That's what you got to do for all of these. For all of these,
rinse and repeat.
That's it. Simple, bro.
Stop.
Simple. So yeah, man, it's looking interesting over there at Boxer Sky Sports. But to bring it back to Azeez Buatsi, Flowz, we made our predictions, I guess, when we had Hayden on and whatnot. And I don't need to go back into the review again, Flowz. My sentiments are still the same, Flowz. And remember, I'm going against the grain here. Yeah. I'm fully against the grain here, Flowz. And I said, I'm thinking my gut is seeing a Dan Azeez W, Flowz. And I can't believe I'm saying it. I've been Mr. Team Buatsi, been bigging up Buatsi, and I still big up Buatsi, and I still want to see Buatsi do well. I'm just going about what I've seen the last couple of fights, Flowz. It hasn't been encouraging. I'm questioning things. And it's not just down to you're laughing, but it's not just down to him, Flowz. Virgil Hunter, I'm questioning it with Virgil Hunter as well.
Yeah.
But I'm also looking at activity. Azeez, active, Flowz. Active, stayed ready, stays sharp. Buatsi, not quite so. Inactive and whatnot. So I'm looking at all these things, Flowz, and something's really telling me that an upset could be on the cards here. And Buatsi might get drowned out by the pressure of Azeez. Obviously, it's a double-edged sword because I know that Azeez coming forward is tailor-made for Buatsi to just counter him and slap him up. Tailor-made. So it should be a good fight. But I know this, Flowz. If Buatsi wins, I'll be happy because I know for myself he would have worked for it. Because there's no way that Dan Azeez, if he's obviously injury-free now and 100% or whatever, he's not going to go laying down, Flowz. He's going to work. So Buatsi's going to have to work for it. And that, to me, will elevate him. So I'll be happy with Buatsi wins. So I'm happy to be wrong here. I really am.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've just got a feeling, Flowz. I've got a feeling. And you know that chip on your shoulder that Azeez has, Flowz, that he, this is the golden boy. Everyone's overlooked me. I've had to get out of the mud the hard way. I really want this. Yeah, man. There's something telling me, Flowz. I swear. Something's telling me that Azeez could win this.
You're fully justified. You're fully justified in all your points are fair. All your points are true. In fact, in terms of activity, Virgil Hunter being exposed at this point. Your famous question: Has this guy regressed? Has Buatsi regressed? Look, we don't know. And Azeez has got better and better with each fight. He's not showing any signs of regression. He wasn't really in the picture, and he's forced his way into the picture. So you're fully justified in backing Dan Azeez. I still lean towards Buatsi because I just think he is probably the more skilled fighter, and he should win. He should win is what I'm going off. But we've seen
he is the more skilled fighter. That comfortably.
Yeah, but like you say, we've seen recently inactive fighters have been getting smoked
exposed
by the active fighters. They're getting smoked by the active fighters. Upsets have been happening left, right, and center because people are sitting on the couch. So, look, we've set our predictions. I will say, what do you make of the needle that's all of a sudden brewed between them?
It seems so forced. I can't lie, Flowz. This again, it might be leaning towards Boxer and their scramble to sell these tickets. That it's come out of nowhere. Obviously, you know me, I love Needle. Needle is partly one of the things I love the most out of boxing. But yeah, I can spot real Needle and promoted Needle a mile away, Flowz. And this one's giving a bit of, let's drum up some controversy and some beef so we can sell these tickets extra hard. It's not slapping. I can't lie. It's not hitting. It's not hitting for me.
I can't lie. I was here for it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, put all that friendly stuff to the side, man. That's got to go. Get out of it, man. If you, man, the reason what was bait that was forced is that one interview was circulated between IFL, boxing,
Yep.
They shared it with all the platforms.
Yeah,
all the platforms.
That's how I know that, bro. That's why. Look, you lot are. It is what it is. Like you got to do what it takes to sell. So
yeah, the points they were making weren't even really too valid. And
bro, I was thinking to myself like, this is beef over nothing. Like, like their points were a whole load of nothing to be Flowz. Yeah, it didn't make sense.
But they were acting. They were getting hot.
It was. Azeez was acting. Yeah.
They'll get. I was like, look, good. Leave the friendliness at one side. All that. I like the smoky talk. So keep up. Is what I'm saying. Whether it's real or not, keep it up. I need it.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, look, should be a good fight for Flowz, and it's a day of reckoning for both of them. Really, truly, it's easy if you can make that step up as to become a new golden boy kind of thing. And Buatsi, you've got questions you need to answer. Simple. So yeah, man, and they're both undefeated. It's a real, Flowz, this fight has a lot of repercussions, let's be real, for the British scene and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm nervous for Buatsi, excited at the same time. I really want him to do well, but yeah, we'll see what happens, innit?
See, we'll see. If he loses, it's peak.
It is. Oh yeah, 100. Of
Frank
course.
Warren, Anthony Yard's team. I know they have something to say.
Yeah.
I know for a fact they have something to say.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But maybe he needs to lose, actually. Maybe he needs a loser to wake him up. But yeah.
Well, at least we'll wake him up to tell him that Virgil Hunt is not it. That I know.
Yeah.
100% we'll tell him about that. So yeah. On the undercard flows, just to mention as well, we got Azeez defending his European title against Enoch Paulson, who's also undefeated. I think he's a former European champion as well in different weight class. He's undefeated, yeah. So that should be a good fight, I'm sure. Ben Whitaker is also on the undercard as well. So look for something flashy and flamboyant from him, as always. Yeah, I haven't got his opponent up, but I can see on the Boxer website they've got Ben Whitaker on the undercard too. Actually, let me see if his opponent's been announced. It should have been. Yeah, he's fighting some guy called Khalid Graidia. 10 wins, 13 losses. Yeah, he's smoking this guy badly.
Yeah,
that opponent is shocking. That is a shocking opponent. I could tell they've brought this up real quick out of nowhere because that opponent is a mess.
That's the issue with boxers. Actually, he's still a rookie, so I'll allow him.
Yeah, he's still a rookie. Yeah. But yeah, that's that card there, Flowz. We'll see what happens in it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Staying with British fighters, I guess. Just worth mentioning as well. Flowz, Conor Benn is in action as well. He's still not able to fight in the UK, so he's fighting over in America, Las Vegas. He's headlining his card. He's up against a guy called, let me get him up now, Peter Dobson, an undefeated American welterweight who boasts a record of 16 fights. 16 wins, nine by a KO, and no losses. This Dobson's his last fight was in 2022, so he hasn't fought for a while. I'm looking at his record first, see if I recognize anyone of note. What a wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can stay there, Connor. I'm happy for you to stay
there. Yeah, I've not really seen names on this guy's resume that I recognize, to be honest. I'm
not familiar with him, so
no, I've never heard of him either. But yeah, New York welterweight. Yeah, again, just to keep busy fight for Conor Benn, I guess. Sort of getting back into the swing of things. Not expecting much. I guess he should probably stop this guy, or put in a good performance against this guy. And again, I'm expecting just the usual Conor Benn post-fight. He's probably gonna call out a whole bunch of big names as he tends to do. Flowz.
Pacquiao, Kell Brook.
Pacquiao, Khan. Boots is champion now, as we know. So
Davis.
Sure he might mention Boots as well. Oh, Chris Eubank Jr. as well. Eubank Jr. Yeah. Usual. Golovkin, what's wrong with you? But yeah, the usual names that he'll probably reel out. And Boots, I reckon, as well. Because Boots is champion and probably say something. I'm ready to fight in your country, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I don't really have much more to say about Conor Benn. I can't lie, Flo. It's like, yeah, until I see him fight someone incredible again, he's on the comeback show, I guess. And they still need to sort out it's still mad how this thing hasn't been sorted out, Flowz. But yeah, whatever they need to sort out with the British boxing border control, they sort it out. It's still clearly an issue because he can't get fights in the UK right now. So it's a bit mad. It's been dragging on for a long time now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Conor Benn. I'm not rooting against him. I would have liked to see him against a Mexican fighter so he can do, especially in America. I think it would have been. They should run with that playbook.
Yeah, man. They never did, man. They never did. I don't know why, man.
They should run with that playbook. I think, especially if I'm not sure if his first fight in America is it his first headline in America, I guess. But
headline, yeah, because he's fought his last fight. End of last year was in America.
Okay, yeah. First headline in America. They should run with the Mexican thing if they don't want to fight any of the main guys. But look, hopefully he wins, comes through it.
Mm.
There's some big fights out there for him as long as he's sticking to his division. But once again, I don't mind him if he wants to play about. There's people there for him.
That's if you want to play for around and find out.
There's people ready for him in every division.
On the undercard as well, Flo, it's just worth mentioning. Amma Williams is on the undercard as well, and so is Johnny Fisher too. So yeah, a few guys that we know and sort of rate are there as well. But that's it, really, Flo, for the previews. I do want to mention quickly, just I said obviously we sent it to you the other day, Flo. It's just about this PBC's first card on Amazon Prime has now been announced. Obviously, PBC made that deal with Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, Flows, we're getting Keith Thurman versus Tim Tszyu. At first, I'm there thinking, how the hell is Keith Thurman, inactive Keith, who doesn't fight anyone, just been calling people out, has been unable to make fights, was meant to fight Stanley Onis, but never happened. Suddenly walk into a title shot at 154. That's what my first reaction was. I'm thinking, I said, Al Heyman has done it again. How? But it turns out, and you was even laughing at the fact that Thurman's the A side on the bill. That's what was killing you. But but it turns out, Flows, that Tim Tszyu's belts aren't on the line. The WO didn't agree to this fight, so his belts weren't. Shout to the WO, I guess. Yeah. But his belts weren't on the line, and this fight is being fought at a catch weight at 155, not 154. So it's a bit of a pointless fight, but I guess for Tim Tszyu, Flows, a resume for him. America, this is American fans. It's gonna happen. It's the fights in America. I think it's in Vegas, maybe. But yeah, American fans, he can capture and grab and sort of put himself in the spotlight a bit more before he gets his shot at, the names at 154 that matter, like a Charlo, for example, or a Terence Crawford, or something along those lines. So yeah.
Look, I'm happy for Tim Tszyu to get Keith Thurman out of here. We need someone to get him out of here. He's been sitting on the couch. He looked good in his comeback fight. He hasn't fought against
Barrios. He looked very good. Yeah.
Hasn't fought against, that was what, 2022?
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Yeah, shocking. So yeah, Tim Tszyu, this is nice. I won't say it's easy because Keith Thurman's skilled, but I was
going to say, this is tricky still. Thurman, if it's the Thurman that we saw against Barrios, Flows, tough opponent.
Yeah. I think it's good risk and good reward for Tim Tszyu.
Yeah.
I think, this is okay. It's a smaller fighter. I can won't lose my belts. And I can boost my profile, get a name on my resume. So I watched Keith Thurman. Yeah, so it makes sense for him. Yeah. But I guess the undercard.
Yeah, we'll preview that one when it comes. But yes, the undercard, Flows. I think you rightfully dubbed it as, the Tank Praise undercard or something like that, right? Because we're getting the Isaac Cruz versus Rolando Romero, Rollies, as we like to call it, Flows. Rollies is putting his belt on the line against Isaac Cruz. The fight nobody asked for, apart from, I guess, Isaac Cruz fans and the people that like to insert in conversations, Flows. I don't really care about this fight, I'll be honest, but I think you're right, Flows, in saying that the winner for this one is Tank. Because whoever wins this fight, they're going to use to boost Tank's profile and big him up and say, look, Tank beat this guy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Tough guy, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, man, Al Heyman's done it again. That's all I'm going to say.
Look, the way PBC are patting this is insane. Isaac Cruz is moving up a division and getting a shot at a title straight away off the bat.
Yeah.
He's not been at this division. This is his first fight in the division, and he's got a title shot immediately. Yeah. The same way Rolly patted it. They've patted it for Isaac Cruz.
Crazy.
Whoever wins, Tank smoked this person. And then what they're going to do is line up Tank versus the winner. So Tank can grab another belt.
Facts.
That's the game.
My gosh. It's big facts, Flows. It's big facts. It's nasty work. It's nasty work.
Unbelievable. How do Isaac Cruz and Rolly Romero, how they fight for the title?
Yeah, man.
Or who they beat?
Rolly's better to fight for the... What's his name?
Barroso
again.
Yeah. Shocking. But shout out to PBC. Let me say something as well. let me
Go on,
say
say it.
this. Look,
Yeah.
one, shout out to Beterbiev and Callum Smith for passing VADA. They've all been cleared. They passed all their VADA. Only Bellew. I saw you didn't say nothing then. And two, I was scrolling down VADA's timeline.
Okay.
And you know, every time
VADA announced
someone,
it. Yeah.
they announced it. So they announced Callum Smith and Beterbiev passed and was cleared, everything good. And they always tag the promoters, the tag Matchroom, tag everyone involved. I was scrolling down looking for PBC. or I was scrolling down, never seen their names there. And I think I even retweeted something.
You're saying not a single PPC fighter enrolled in the VADA program.
I've never seen them. I tweeted something. I'll retweet something. Maybe they posted it. Let me find that tweet actually.
All right.
I think it was about PBC. Oh no, it wasn't about PBC. But VADA cheated for many reasons. Most US commissions still perform little or no out of competition pen testing. And then for me, that's a shot at PBC. Furman and Tim Zoo are enrolled in it. Broly Pitbull are enrolled in it. Like they were tweeting. So boy, that's not to say anything.
I'm sure,
but other than
wasn't Mayweather a big proponent of VADA though?
Yep.
I know he was a very big, promoter of drug testing. I swear it was VADA. He was big.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
And I think the WBC make it mandatory for their...
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
the WBC. Oh, I'll do more digging. Let me see. PBC.
That's surprising
WBC
because, Mayweather being PBC aligned and having his fighters fight on the card, LB Day, all that kind of stuff, I would have thought that they would have a lot or most of their fighters enrolled in VADA and their program. That's very surprising to me.
Eesh. I don't know. They never tweet about them. But I'm sure the ones who are on the WBC rankings are all enrolled. They have to be. But any fights which are outside of that, I rarely see VADA tweet about them. So interesting.
Hey, VADA, keep up the good work, man. That tagging thing is great, man. I love to see it.
Yeah,
I really do. Accountability, Flowz. Accountability. You'll hold these people accountable still.
And shout out to VADA for freeing up AB as well, man. I'm gonna clear.
Face of boxing. All right, cool. So just call it a day there then. It's been episode 180 of the SZN Podcast. Once again, I've been your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
As always, guys, please keep running them streams. Peace.
I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.